Hey, what's up everybody? Jeff here. Back at the beginning of the season, I laid out some stuff we were gonna try to accomplish in the yard here to make everything bigger, better, whether that's the obstacle course, campsite, whole bunch of ideas that were in my head, and I just wanted to give you an update of what we've accomplished so far and what we intend to accomplish before the end of the year. Because as things progress, plans change. So let's head up this way. Obviously up this way, you all know the mountain bike trail we built, and that we got done. Everything worked great. We've had non-stop rain. Lately it's been so disappointing. Well, I mean, we need the rain, but other than the fact that the plants need the rain to grow, it's really been annoying me. It seems like every time I get off work, it starts raining. Mountain bike trail seems to be surviving the rain fine. It's eroded a tiny bit. And we got our little like hammock nest thing here. That's kind of nice to relax when it's not raining. But yeah, we got the old Ninja course set up here. We upgraded that with this PVC pipe. That all went well. All right, then over here we've got the zip line. As you remember, we were talking about making the zip line go over there and make it longer, get a new wire. And we kind of scratched that plan, but did end up upgrading it a little bit. And it's longer than it was before. It's a lot of fun. So we scratched that one off the list. As you can see, we got some of our other homemade obstacles here. We're gearing up towards the Smith family obstacle course race of 2021. That's coming up soon. Kind of waiting. I've got a vacation we're going on, and kind of wanted to wait till I got back from that to kind of wrap my head around exactly what I want to do as far as the obstacle course race, because we're going to structure it a little bit differently. Try to get more people involved, so it's a lot more fun. Just takes more planning that way. And then through here, we got our longer slack line, which I need to get the weed whacker down here. That's the thing, when you have all these ideas in your head, it's all well and good to try to build all this stuff, but then the upkeep kind of becomes a challenge in and of itself. Like, hey, this is something that was unexpected, was our secondary Ninja line that we got for free from Ninja Safe. And actually, new since we did our video on it, added this swing to it, because there were some extra hooks. Because I don't know if you remember, I think last fall I did a yard update, and I was talking about trying to make a bigger, better swing set down here. And the price of lumber is still crazy. I haven't gotten around to that. This kind of worked out to make the swing a little bit better, but it's really trippy. I don't know if you've ever been on a swing set that's attached to a ratchet strap instead of a more stationary bar, because this like sways a little bit and it feels so weird. All right, let's head down here into the woods. Another thing you might remember is way back at the beginning of the year, we talked about how we wanted to go camping this year and maybe go camping at a campsite, and that's something completely new to us. So we ended up, after we thought about it more, dialing it back to building a campsite here in the yard. We haven't quite gotten to that yet. Coming up very soon, I plan on getting a truckload of gravel delivered, which we're gonna use to fill in some divots in the driveway and stuff, but mostly to upgrade this trail through here, because as you can see, it kind of needs a little bit more upgrade. I kind of originally built this with logs and filling in with dirt, and you can see it's kind of getting some holes in spots. This is where our campsite's going to be. We're gonna level this all out, bring it up a little bit so it doesn't flood, and we're gonna have hopefully a tent pad through here, and then over this end we're gonna have a fire pit. Not this fire pit, this I just drug down here because we had a giant pile of sticks here and we burned all those to get rid of them, and so that's just the remains of doing that. But hopefully this whole area, this whole open space here in between all these little trees will be flat, high and dry. We'll be able to have a nice campsite out here, make it a little bit more like we're out in the woods, because when we're in the yard we use air mattresses. We do a lot of things that you're not going to be able to do if you're actually going like hiking into a campsite. This will be a little bit of a taste of doing that, but still being in the safety of our own yard. Over here last fall, remember we built this climber, but one thing I thought was interesting was these logs I cut down, they're just stuck in the muddy ground here. But up here, they're still growing. Like they're still sprouting branches. Some of them are getting dried up though, so maybe they're kind of coming to the end of that. But I thought that was interesting that even you could take a tree, cut it down, just stand it back up, and it's still gonna try to grow. There's a lesson in there somewhere about resilience. Whoa. All right, back further down the trail here, heading on our boardwalk. I just weed whacked this the other day. I've already got to do it again. Like, look at this. This is like jungle. Trying to upkeep this little bit of a trail makes me respect the people who do all the upkeep for the trail systems that we go out on hikes and enjoy. All right, through here, through the tree. But eventually we get back to this. Our property line is just in the woods on this side over here. And this is the remains of an old logging road that kind of comes down through here. So the plan is if we can get back here, we can then follow down the logging road and then make a trail back. But for this final section, either depending on how much dirt we have, depending on how much of a pain in the butt it is to move all the dirt we get when we get it delivered, I might want to wheelbarrow it back and actually make a gravel trail coming through here. Or another option that I've been toying with is taking a tree, like possibly this one here, cutting it down, cutting it right down the middle, and kind of like those boardwalks, trying to make stuff like that, but much bigger scale. And I don't know if it'll work out. I mean, worst case scenario, if I cut down the tree and it just totally doesn't work out, that tree becomes firewood. It's another thing that might come to pass in the fall. Right now in the middle of summer, it's just things, like I said, the weather hasn't been cooperating, and then work is busier, and it's just a lot of stuff. I can't get done all the stuff I want to do. And then even, I was thinking of getting that dirt delivered during this time frame, but it's just hot and sweaty, and you don't want to be wheelbarrowing dirt all summer. So I might as well wait till the weather turns a little bit cooler. Little duck back through here. This is like so deep in the woods. It's not lost on me that I was a kid who grew up like in the suburbs in New Jersey, that I own 2.5 acres of this, which this isn't like the greatest woods, but it's still mine. Still has potential. Anything has potential. Depending how much work you want to put into it, it's not always going to be like that. That's the next rainstorm right there, rolling its way in. Sit down here. But anyway, to wrap up this video, I just wanted to have a little chat with my hardcore viewers. A good 50 of you that come back every week and watch the videos. There's about 100 that watch at least twice a month. So I definitely appreciate the people who keep coming back, who haven't gotten bored of me yet, or sick of the way that I may ramble on and don't make the greatest videos sometimes. But just wanted to say thanks. And I also wanted to say that recently I got a couple weeks ahead in my video making, and that allowed me to take a little bit of a break and kind of take a deep dive into why I'm even still doing this. Obviously the what is we go on adventures, we build obstacle courses, all that stuff, but I wanted to really drill down into what is the point of this. And I think the purpose of this channel is to just show that being a good dad isn't about being perfect. It's about just getting out there with your kids and trying your hardest. Sometimes things go terrible. Sometimes things fall apart. Sometimes you even get hurt, or your kids get hurt a little bit, and hopefully not too bad. But the important thing is that you try and you don't give up, and you just be there for your kids, be involved in their lives. So I just wanted to warn you guys that going forward, we might make a new channel trailer, we might change the channel artwork a little bit, the description, to kind of reflect where I'm trying to come from. But the main meat of the content's not really going to change. I feel like this is kind of what we've been doing all along. I'm just trying to define it better, really, so that when somebody new comes in, they can get a gist of what we're about. Yeah, we're going on hikes, but we're not necessarily a hiking channel. Yeah, we ride our bikes, but we're not necessarily a biking channel. We're not about like the best hiking spots or the best hiking gear or the best biking gear. Like, that's not the point of what I'm trying to do here. The point of what I'm trying to do here is that I think having kids is both the biggest blessing and the biggest responsibility that a man can have. And I just want to show that I am not perfect, and you don't have to be perfect to be a good dad. And so, like I said, my main goal going forward is to just be an encouragement to all the imperfect dads out there. So anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble. We got a lot of fun videos planned coming up soon. Until next time, get outside with your kids and have a fun-sized adventure of your own.